What's going on, guys? It's Will from TekBeatTV, bringing to you a review. This is of the Poetic executive book leather case for the iPad 2. I actually have the iPad 2 already placed inside this case. It is made out of biecast or PU leather, so essentially it's split leather with a polyurethane layer on top that's kind of embossed. The case inside is a micro suede, so as you can see very closely, it's very soft. We won't have any issues about scratching or anything like that. It does have a magnetic latch. It doesn't surprisingly have a magnetic portion within the top case, so it does not have an auto on-off feature, which is, I was hoping for that feature to be on here, but alas, it is not. But no worries about scratching. It holds the iPad 2 nice and snug, and the way it does it is through these clasps. There's these little metal clasps that are placed inside. They're covered also in the same biecast leather that is on the outer portion of the case as well. Holds it nice and snug. You do have the outer edges, as you can see, of the iPad being exposed, but when you close or latch the case covers all ends, so even if it lands or drops, no portion of the iPad 2 is kind of sticking out or jutting out. So it provides protection, but it's not going to be like a skin protection like what you would see in, let's say, an OtterBox Defender. But pretty good protection nonetheless. It does incorporate kind of a credit card holder, and a neat feature that they incorporated, which I was actually a little bit surprised with, is this micro chamois. Essentially, you can use it to kind of wipe down your screen. If you have like fingerprints or anything like that, you can wash this down and then stick it right back in this little pouch right here. You do have full access to your 30-pin port, as well as the headphone jack on the top. One downside, as you can see right here, even after several adjustments, the camera wasn't quite aligned with the hole cut out on this particular sample that I was sent. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but the neat part it does have is the stand feature. So to get different angles of the stand, what you'll see is this portion, this strip out here, is actually attached via Velcro. So what you do is you just take that off, it's a little band of Velcro, and what you can do is you can angle it at different sections and create a steeper angle or a much gradual angle to view in landscape or type. I'm just going to set it, let's say, right about there. Place it down. What you're going to do is unfold the iPad out and then set it down so then you can, this would be an okay viewing angle for watching a movie or anything like that, whereas if you want to type, you can set that a little bit lower and you can have a kind of a typing mechanism. Was hoping for something, a little bit of a better attachment method instead of Velcro, but it does provide a nice sturdy way to kind of hold up your iPad. So I'm going to hold it up like this, so it provides nice and sturdy. It's not going to tip over or anything like that. I was actually very happy with this type of feature. It's kind of nice to have, especially with these folio or portfolio type cases. I actually like this method of incline versus the various ledge designs. I call them ledge designs, where essentially the case lays down on the side and then this kind of juts out and then it has different cutouts or wells that you place the iPad in. Those, depending on what material is on the inside, I'm a little worried about scratching. With this, the iPad never gets scratched, doesn't get scuffed or anything like that. All in all, I was pretty happy with this case, minus the fact that this particular sample, again, the camera cutout wasn't quite aligned for me, as well as the fact is I was hoping to have an auto on-off feature in this particular case. Hopefully in the future they'll have a magnet built in to this front part of the case that you may have that auto on-off feature in the future. But there you have it, guys. That is my review of the Poetic executive book leather case for the iPad 2. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll talk to you guys real soon with another product review. Peace. That goes that was a little flimsier, a little bit less stable in the first iteration. This time they've kind of developed into a hinge mechanism where